horrible.
Heats up the lizard.
Oh, it was so bad.
It's the penultimate episode of our hill climb diaries, and we've only got the national championships left to race.
This week we're covering Team Tour 2000's West Close Hill. It's one of our favourites. It's really technical, some steep ramps, some fast bits and a really horrible draggy finish.
Then on Sunday, Reuben headed to Matlock CC for the short and sharp bank road. There was a huge course record got broken there.
Not by me.
Not by Reuben. Whilst Jack and I headed to a local one at Burrington Combe, a lot longer, a lot faster, organised by Bristol South CC. We've also gone for a much needed pre-ride on the Nationals course at Pea Royd Lane, and as always we've got some coaching analysis from Tom Bell.
And finally we'll be taking another look at our bikes as we've both had a few tasty upgrades come in last minute.
Come on, Reuben!
Where are we today?
We are in the beautiful Mendips for the Team Tour 2000 hill climb.
On West Close Hill, one of our favourites.
It is, it's a really good one. Last year we had pretty nice weather, but it was really windy, so it's pretty cold.
I've never done this one in such nice weather for the end of October it is.
Yeah, it felt like summer just before we left.
This one starts, like a lot of them, with a fairly steep ramp, doesn't it? Hey.
Morning.
And then levels out, and there's basically a couple of kind of downhill, really fast bits, isn't there? So it's quite a difficult one to get right because you're sort of in and out of the saddle for the first 2 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. Again, over a little crest after the downhill, and it goes flat again. It's a real weird one.
It's out of the trees. Final drag to the finish. This bit goes on for a long time. It's a lot steeper than it looks. Finish! Nothing like some last minute cleat adjustment 30 minutes before you start racing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go on, Reuben.
Oh, so I'm all done. My chest feels absolutely like it's about to implode. Oh, that's a really tough hill, that is. Come on, sprint! Come on! Good job! Just waiting for Joe.
Cooked after that one, but felt like I got it right for once. Like, it's a really nice warm day, so heats up the lizard. Maybe could have opened the taps up a bit earlier, but oh god no, it's hard to say, isn't it, when you can't feel your face.
It's a tough hill, but it came across the finish line. My chest has never felt that painful, so
you did it right. Kit Kat, big roll, cup of tea. Well, where are we going today?
Burrington for the Bristol South CC hill climb.
After last week, have you remembered your front wheel?
Yes.
Your skin suit?
Yes.
Socks?
Yes.
Then we're good to go.
That's what it's all about.
Yes! I thought you were gonna snap the thing then.
Such a clever young man.
Well done.
Ready for action. Yeah, alright. It's cold, but you know, I'm surviving.
Good luck then, see you in a bit.
Thanks.
Just waiting for Jack. Here he comes. Go Jack, go, 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 go!
Look pretty fast. Look fast.
Oh, that was so bad.
Yeah, I paced it really well.
Yeah, you look strong. You look strong coming through, like nicely tucked.
I felt good, like I managed to
turn in the gear nicely.
Yeah, get enough power up through there, and like I did a little kid in that little awkward dip, and like I was dying all the way up towards the last flat bit. So yeah, got it all out. Oh, it was so bad, so grim, but got it done. Come on, dig in, dig in, dig in. How you feeling? Cold?
I'm cold and also need to. Really need a poo, so I better go.
Have fun.
Good luck, see you later. Go, 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 go!
Dig in, Joe! Dig in! Dig in, Joe! Come on! How'd you get on?
Alright, I think.
You looked real fast coming through that, one of the fastest.
7:18 on the Garmin.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what we want. Some sugar in this.
What is that?
apple pie. Joe's done really well today, so we're going to treat him to a giant pumpkin.
21.
Come on, Andy! Come on, Reuben! So this is the top of Bank Road, which is organised by Matlock CC, and we're looking at an easy sub 2 minutes for the win, and it's definitely one for the power boys. It just kicks up, and it's pretty unrelenting. There's not many spots where it evens off, but it's really good nationals prep. So it's short, it's steep, just like next weekend. Come on, finish it, come on! Come on! Wednesday morning, you know, I got up early. Come on, Reuben! Come on, Reuben!
How are you feeling?
Oh, it's awful. That last bit, I just felt like I had nothing. And it's just, I say I might have just gone off a bit too hard at the bottom. But it's hard to know. But, yeah, it's horrible. Horrible. So that's Matlock done, and it's usually about this point in the video where we throw over to Tom Bell to take us through the analysis and what's going on next week. We've actually got the man himself. So Tom, a week out from Nationals, what's the plan?
Yeah, so definitely all about tapering down now, just honing the form and making sure there's no fatigue in the legs by race day. So some anaerobic work just to match the demands of the race, and some nice recovery to make sure that you're getting those final adaptations before the main day. And you had a pretty good morning this morning at Reba or Riba? I thought it was Riba, but yeah, I don't know either. Nice and steep. Yeah, fourth, yeah.
But that's that's fourth on a heavy bike. Is it a 7 point?
Yeah, I think it's around 7.6.
So you don't need.
I don't want to keep using this as an excuse, because I mention it all the time. But like, it's my choice being on a heavy. You know, it's me being on a heavy bike. But,
yeah, but it just goes to show you don't need a really light bike to do well. You just need good legs.
Helps though.
Where are we today?
Well, we've just arrived for the very important pre-ride in Stocksbridge, Pea Royd Lane. If you look over there, it's right there. That's the start.
We've had a drive up. It's very steep, isn't it?
It's very steep.
Right, better get suited up then.
Okay, so we're at the top. It's quite windy, so apologies if it's quite difficult hearing us. Joe, what are we thinking?
It's very steep, much longer than you think, isn't it? The course record is 2 minutes and 18, so I don't think we'll be troubling that on the day, will we? I think about maybe 10-20 seconds faster, so maybe 2:35 to 2:45. It's going to be a headwind on the day. I think it's a tailwind today, so yeah, let's go and have another ride up it, I reckon, and then we'll have a full gas effort. This is the steepest corner, isn't it? You still got a good 40 seconds a minute to the finish. I don't know, it feels like a long way. And you come from all the way down there, out the saddle all the way. It's going to be intense.
Go on, Joe. Right, that's Joe just gone. So I'm going to give him a couple of minutes, and I'm going to give it my full beans. So see how this goes. Yeah, guys, yeah. Basically, as soon as you stop pedalling over the line, it's so steep you just stop. So there's going to be some catches here on Sunday, do you reckon? Just to plonk us down safely. Basically, it's going to be a real classic. Yeah. It's going to be me after hill climb season. Eating a lot, rolling around like a little fat pig. It's going to be great. Can't wait.
It's going to be really tough. It's an amazing climb, but I think it's a scary climb as well. And whoever wins,
recording will now start.
That always happens. Whoever wins in all the categories is going to be very, very well deserved, because there's no hiding, is there? It's difficult, yeah. So looking forward to it. The HQ's in a retail part, so Reuben's just perusing for any kind of fast food joint where he's going to go straight after the Nationals finish.
Domino's.
You probably can't see over there, there's a Domino's and a vape HQ, so it's either going to take up vaping or go to Domino's.
So as I've said, I had a couple of upgrades, so I'm going to run you through mine. These have just arrived this morning. They are the Kia Mello Lecky 8 very light brakes. So for a set, they weigh 133 grams, and that's with the pads. Now for context, I've just taken the SRAM Force brake that I've been running on the front of the bike. Same setup without the pads, but with the brake blocks. They weigh 129 grams. So basically, 2 of these weighs almost as much as 1 of that. So in total, the weight I've saved just on the brakes alone is about 143 grams. So there are a few other modifications that I've made. It wouldn't be hill climb season without a few mods. One of the big ones, it was quite an interesting one to do, was I gutted the left shifter. In addition to that, I've taken out the expander plug up here. That dropped a good chunk of weight as well. And finally, one last quite uncomfortable weight saving was dropping the hoods. So these are 23 grams each, so 46 grams in total, which again is pretty good. And actually between the hoods, gutting the shifter and dropping that, it's about 120 grams lost. So with the brakes, we're looking at about 260 grams, give or take a few grams. I've actually changed over to speed plays, which I've never ridden before. Had Shimano's pretty much forever. The overall system weight I've saved, it's about 330 grams, so a huge amount. Even though these are a little bit flexier, I think it's worth the saving. I think we're looking about over 300 grams just on the bike. It's more saved with a change of shoes, but for just on the bike, just these bits, yeah, it's about 1/3 of a kilo, which is a huge amount. We are 3 days away from the Nationals. We're in the workshop at work, and Joe's got a couple of upgrades that he's gonna run us through. So what's first?
Well, last week, Bontrager were very kind, sent me some bar stem combo, and that shaved, I think, about 30 grams off my extra light stem with the physique bars. Then I had another ferocious email, and Schmolker wanted to send me some even lighter bars, which is these ones here. They're TLO, lightest only, and with the extra light stem, that saved another 20 grams off these.
So we'll have a look at those very fancy bars. They got the really nice raw carbon finish.
Yeah, so Schmolker bars with the 120mm extra light stem, and the final weigh-in, that's 236 grams for those two, and I think my original combo was near enough 300.
And I can see you're holding a wheel.
Yeah, we also got some, I thought I'd risk it for the National Championships and put some really light Vittoria Corsa Speed tyres on in 25mm. Ooh, they feel so thin.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Very thin. And they're replacing the really nice tyres, actually, the Continental Podium TTs. But my rear one had got pretty worn, and there's a few slits in it and stuff like that. So I'm just going through the pain of putting these on. Final weight, 5.18. Pretty good. I haven't dared take off the hoods like Reuben. That's, I'm gonna leave.
It's not comfortable.
Yeah, gotta leave the hoods on.
So those are our upgrades done, but we're just gonna have a little chat about how we got on at the weekend. So Burrington, how was that? Because I wasn't there.
I mean, it's a climb that really suits the fixed gear. I kept the same gearing as I did for Belmont, so it's relatively similar. And yeah, I actually did better than expected. For me, it was a few seconds quicker than last year, which is pretty good for a fatty that's done.
I think that goes to show the benefits of the full recovery training program.
Yeah, I speak for themselves. Look at me, I'm a picture of health.
And Joe, How did you go?
Yeah, good, really good this weekend. I got a 5-minute power PB on the team tour in West Close, second as well, so that was good. And then third at Burrington, and another pretty good power at that. So all shaping up good for the Nationals. Very happy. And yous?
And me's. I think I did a pretty good weekend. I didn't get the power PB that I was hoping for on Saturday, but I am about 4 kilos lighter than when I set that power PB, so that's probably the reason. But Matlock was great. Had probably my best result this season, so nice little confidence boost. I think I did 622 normalised for 2 minutes and 1 second, so that's just shy of 8.5 watts per kilo.
Don't know what I did.
So that's it for the final episode before the National Championships. We all had good rides over the weekend, and there's not really much left for us to do apart from rest up before the big day.
Next week will obviously all be about those National Championships which take place on Pea Royd Lane in Stocksbridge. If you're in the area, come along because it is an amazing atmosphere and it is a savage climb.
Don't want to sound like a broken record, but if you do have any questions, do let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye.